Step back out of my personal space.
Tonight, we look at 6 disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. Real moments, real danger. Don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying footage like this. Let's begin. In this video, the Traveling Taylors, a small family living the van life, set out for what was supposed to be a peaceful weekend getaway in the Peak District, one of the most picturesque regions in the UK. With their young son Maximus, they arrive at a fog-draped hillside near a centuries-old Roman road overlooking a quiet reservoir. The morning air is crisp, the surroundings serene, and for a moment, it feels like the perfect escape. They've camped overnight and are ready to embrace the slower pace of nature. After enjoying a calm night, the family makes a short trip to the historic town of Buxton. Known for its Victorian charm, Buxton offers them a relaxed day of sightseeing, strolling through well-kept gardens, admiring the elegant glass house, and browsing local shops for small souvenirs, including a magnet to mark the journey. Later that day, they head into the Goyt Valley, a region of narrow roads, waterfalls, and sweeping views. Drone footage captures the area's raw beauty, while wind begins to pick up and temperatures drop. Still, everything feels under control. As evening nears, they park beside a reservoir, prepping the van for another quiet night. Just as the sun sets, the mood begins to shift. While setting up for the evening, Luke notices someone approaching. A woman stands nearby holding a large dog by its neck, seemingly attempting to intimidate. The situation grows tense, especially with Maximus nearby. Luke steps in to shield his son and calmly diffuses the interaction, hoping it was an isolated incident. But soon after, another stranger appears. This time a man, aggressively knocking on the van door and shouting in a confrontational tone.
Can I help you?
No, can I help you? Look,
Can you step back,
down
please?
here?
Can
I
you
know,
step back,
my
please?
wife said
Can you step? My child and my wife are in this van. Can
right.
you step back from my door, please?
Right, okay.
Now. No, step back out of my personal space. Step
Right.
back out of
Now,
my
now
personal
listen.
space.
No, you listen, mate.
The way he spoke and
It's a proper
swore,
picnic
knocking on the door and coming right in my face.
proper picnic
You're a
area.
disgrace for coming up to my
Don't
child.
you say that.
Don't start.
No,
Don't start.
We'll get the
Don't
police.
start.
All right, mate.
The man ignores multiple requests to back off, stepping into Luke's space and continuing to provoke. The tension escalates quickly, creating a deeply uncomfortable and potentially dangerous moment for the entire family. Though shaken, they choose not to involve the police, instead relocating their van in hopes of finding peace elsewhere. By morning, the energy has shifted again. The family awakens in a new spot, now surrounded by friendlier neighbors. Maximus chats with them as the family gets ready to leave, ending their trip on a much calmer note. Though the weekend held moments of beauty and connection, it also exposed one of the lesser-seen sides of van life: unpredictability. For those who romanticize van life, this video offers a necessary dose of realism. Public camping can bring you to breathtaking locations, but it also leaves you vulnerable to unpredictable people and situations, especially when wild camping in less monitored areas. Have you ever had a peaceful trip suddenly turn unsettling? And if you were in Luke's shoes, would you have handled the situation the same way? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. In what remains his only upload on YouTube, Noah shares the story of a camping trip that went deeply wrong. What was intended to be a peaceful overnight stop in the woods of Sun River, Oregon, turned into something far more disturbing. Known for its remote forests and tranquil landscapes, the area seemed like the perfect place to pull over and rest. Noah, an experienced truck camper, had done this many times before, parking off the grid, away from people, hoping to enjoy a silent night under the trees. He hadn't originally planned to film anything. In fact, he admits he was unprepared, lacking his usual camera gear. But what happened during that night compelled him to document the experience, even with only partial footage. That night, somewhere past midnight, the quiet began to break. At first, the sounds were nothing unusual. Maybe the wind, maybe wildlife. But then came something that didn't fit. Deliberate, steady footsteps crunching through the forest floor near the truck. Noah quickly realized this wasn't an animal. It was a person.
He's literally touching my truck. How am I supposed to get him away? He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck. The canopy, the back door's locked. I've never been this scared before ever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm so scared right now. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning. He's still walking around my truck. I'm gonna try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. There he is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What began as unease quickly spiraled into fear. Someone was circling his vehicle. At one point, the person appeared to reach out and physically touch the truck. There were knocks, movement around the windows, faint taps. The tension was unbearable, especially in such complete isolation. The intruder showed no signs of leaving. Instead, they lingered, tried doors, left marks. Noah managed to quietly capture some of it using a GoPro. Though the footage lacked clarity, the audio painted a chilling picture. The dragging of fingers, the persistent attempts to access the canopy. These weren't random actions. The person outside seemed focused, intentional. Trapped in the dark, unsure of what the stranger might do next, Noah had no choice but to wait. The hours crawled by. By morning, Noah emerged from the truck and examined the damage. Scratches, fingerprints, and smudges were scattered across the windows and doors. These weren't minor scuffs. They were clear signs of someone repeatedly trying to get in. He's gone camping countless times, often solo, and nothing had ever come close to this. What makes this story especially disturbing is its ambiguity. Was this a chance encounter with a lost hiker? Or had someone been watching Noah, waiting for the right moment? The location was remote, well off the main roads, making the odds of this being a coincidence hard to accept. To this day, Noah has no idea who the person was, or what they truly wanted. Was it a crime that never happened, or something worse narrowly avoided? And if you found yourself alone in the woods, awakened by footsteps, would you even dare to look outside? Darina, known online as Walking Cam, had built her YouTube channel around solo adventures through eerie ruins and forgotten places. She was no stranger to remote forests, abandoned factories, or unsettling silence. But nothing she had encountered before could have prepared her for what she stumbled upon in the Pine Barrens of South Jersey. On this particular day, she set out to explore the decaying remains of the Silica Sand Company, an industrial relic established in 1921 that once supplied materials for construction and glassmaking. Now, after decades of abandonment, it was slowly being reclaimed by sand and forest. The hike started like many of her others. She filmed her approach. Cracked concrete, rusted machinery, and twisted pipes barely poking through the undergrowth. The only sound was the crunch of her boots on loose dirt. Even the birds were silent. After documenting the main site, Darina began her return toward a nearby lake. That's when something caught her eye. An opening between the trees, subtle but strangely compelling. The branches arched inwards, shadows stretched in odd directions, and the air seemed to thicken. She stepped off the main path and pushed through dense growth. What she found stopped her cold. Dozens of weathered missing persons posters were pinned to the trees. Men, women, children, all with names, faces, and dates stretching across decades. Some cases were recent, others long forgotten. Small, faded American flags were planted in the ground, forming crude rows like a memorial. But there were no flowers, no candles, just paper faces watching from the shadows. Darina scanned the clearing with her camera, dread rising in her chest. Why here? Why so deep in the woods, where no one would ever find them? The Pine Barrens has always carried its share of legends. Unexplained disappearances, strange figures in the woods, and chilling rumors of places best left alone. But this felt deliberate. This wasn't just a memorial. It felt like a message, or a secret someone intended to bury. Had she stumbled into a forgotten crime scene? Or was this meant as a warning? Even without seeing another soul, she felt eyes on her. The air was too still, the silence too heavy. And as she turned to leave, that oppressive weight lifted, just slightly. The deeper into the trees she went, the more the shadows twisted, pressing in like the forest wanted her gone. She made it back to the trail unharmed, but changed. What she saw wasn't just unsettling. It suggested that someone, somewhere, hadn't forgotten those missing people. And maybe they didn't want anyone else to remember them either. But sometimes, what haunts you isn't what you uncover. It's the realization that something else has been watching you uncover it. Phil, the creator behind Phil the Thrill, is known for his high-energy POV videos featuring urban exploration, off-road adventures, and unexpected encounters. But in August 2020, a typical ATV outing in a wooded area took an unsettling turn. While riding with his friend Jimmy, Phil spotted something strange near a stream.
Jimmy! The trail ends there. We can't go. You see that?
What?
What is that?
What are you talking about? Looks like a supply drop or something.
What do you mean? You mean like a supply drop from Call of Duty?
Yeah, or Fortnite bag on it.
Yeah, it has like a bag and is it open? You want to go look at it? What if there's like supplies in it? Oh, it looks like it just floated downstream. It must have floated downstream, came down the waterfall while the tide was high and the water was strong because it rained last night. Now the water's lower, so it probably just sat here. How do we get this? How do we open it? Open it. Yeah, oh, dude, easy, be careful with it.
It's heavy.
We don't know what's in it. It could be something dangerous. Open it. I don't think it, look, stop. It's locked. How are we gonna open it? I wanna know what's in it.
Bash it on some rocks or something.
Bash it against the rock?
Here, you pick up that side. We'll throw it.
You wanna bash it against the rock?
Yeah. One.
Whoa, don't, okay, alright, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna do anything. You should just beat the heck out of it. Maybe it will open. Let me see.
Take a note or something.
Oh, what the heck? I can't read it. I don't know how to read. Can you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it. With sadness, I'm writing this letter because I can no longer take care of her. I thought this could be the best way to give her a new life and home. Please take care of her.
Is it like a dog? It says it's a her.
Her or something.
That means it's a dog.
It's not making noise.
You think there's something alive in there?
I don't know.
How is it gonna breathe if it's alive?
Sitting at the water's edge was a large sealed container, battered, heavy, and completely out of place. It looked almost staged, like a video game supply drop. Driven by curiosity, they decided to investigate. The container appeared to have floated downstream, possibly dislodged during a recent rainstorm. Its exterior was scratched, dented, and marked by what looked like impact damage from rocks or water. Phil and Jimmy attempted to force it open at the scene, but the lock held firm. Noticing small holes that could allow airflow, they began to suspect that something might be alive inside. Unable to open it in the forest, they secured the box to the ATV and headed for home. But their trip was interrupted by a confrontation with a woman from a nearby neighborhood.
What's wrong?
Why are you driving so fast? I'm going to what?
I'm going the speed limit.
No, you don't. No, I'm gonna call you parents.
My parents?
Yes.
For what?
You've been driving this all day long.
Why are you gonna call my mom? Please don't.
You can drive this here. Got kids playing over there, the kids playing over there, the school is over there.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Please don't tell my mom. My mom's gonna spank me.
I'll tell you that right now.
No, please. My parents are gonna spank me if you do that.
Tell me, what are you doing here all day long?
Why do you care if I ride my quad on the road?
Because you can't drive in here, you have to go to the woods.
I try to, I'm just trying to get home right now.
In the back something, maybe I want to look.
Why do you want, no, it's my box. You can't look inside of it.
I don't know. I'm not comfortable you driving here around. Because this is the neighborhood with the kids, old people.
There's like no kids on the street. There's like a completely empty street.
Yeah, look over there.
Where? What do you mean? There's like no one here. There's like no one there. It's empty. Kids aren't allowed to go to school right now.
Playing. And some is over there too. Look, all the kids is over there. You here, I don't know what you do with that quad. Who that quad?
Well, it's my quad. Yeah.
Where do you get this from?
My parents bought it for me.
Your parents?
Yeah.
I don't even see your parents around here.
I'm gonna go. I can't go down here?
No.
Why not?
Because you can go.
What are you doing? Whoa. Don't hit me with that. Are you crazy?
Go. But this way, you have to go back.
But my house is that way. I have to go that way.
You can't go over there, you have to go back.
Why? What's wrong with you? No. Ma'am, do not hit me with that.
You're not over there.
Okay, I'll turn.
She objected to them riding on the road, accusing Phil of reckless behavior and demanding to know what was in the box. When Phil refused to let her inspect it, the situation escalated. The woman grew increasingly aggressive, eventually threatening him with a stick. Phil was forced to take a different route to avoid the conflict. After finally making it back, they carefully opened the container. What they found inside stunned them.
This knife is just freshly sharpened. There we go. Lock is undone. Yeah, they really tied this up nice. Now just pull everything out. Pull it all out. Pull it off. Let's see what's in here. What the? Whoa. There's a baby in here? What the hell? Wait. What are we gonna do with this?
Dude.
How is it?
It's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's a cute baby.
I wonder what her name is.
All right, let's take her out. Take here. It's okay. Look, it's okay. She.
Can I grab her?
Yeah, grab her. Yeah, take her out. It's okay.
Whoa. What the hell?
What's wrong?
What is this? Oh my god.
Tucked beneath layers of fabric was a small child, calm, silent, and alive. Phil later explained that he immediately contacted local authorities, who were able to safely reunite the child with her family. He stated that police asked him not to film the call or any further footage of the incident, which led to widespread speculation online. Viewers were split. Some praised the video as an incredible rescue, while others questioned its authenticity, citing the child's quiet demeanor and the lack of recorded evidence. Was it a real-life emergency caught on camera, or a carefully staged scene designed to go viral? Regardless of the truth behind the video, the message remains powerful. Vulnerable lives are sometimes placed in unthinkable situations, and the way we respond matters. But one question lingers. Was Phil in the right place at the right time? Or was this discovery never meant to be found at all? Keep watching. Some things are left behind for a reason. In a video titled Stealth Truck Camping at a Walmart, the creator of the Outdoor Gear Review, Luke, documents his latest attempt at urban stealth camping. His goal? Spend the night discreetly in the back of his Toyota Tundra while parked in a public lot, specifically outside a Walmart. Luke kicks things off by demonstrating a clever modification he made to his camping gear, a full-sized cot that now fits behind the driver's seat of his truck, thanks to a simple adjustment. Removing one of the support beams, This small hack gives him just enough space to stretch out, and it reminds him of his younger days, when spontaneous adventures were the norm. After scoping out several possible overnight spots, including a gas station, Luke decides the Walmart parking lot is the best option. It's large, relatively empty, and feels safe enough, at least initially. With his cot set up and camp ready, he takes a break to grab dinner. Though he considers buying food inside Walmart, he ends up making a quick run to a nearby Taco Bell. When he returns, his hard-shell tacos have already gone soft, but it doesn't bother him much. He eats, relaxes, and settles in for the night. Around 3 a.m., however, the peacefulness is interrupted. Luke is jolted awake by the sound of someone wandering the parking lot, singing loudly. At first, it sounds like the man is performing some kind of spiritual or religious chant, but it quickly becomes clear that the lyrics are laced with profanity and strange rambling. The man never approaches the truck directly, but he paces nearby, yelling at dumpsters, gesturing wildly, and moving with no clear direction for hours. Luke watches from inside his vehicle, quietly observing, but choosing not to engage. Camping in public places comes with unpredictability, and this experience was no exception. Luke's encounter with the late-night wanderer serves as a reminder that even in familiar places like a Walmart lot, strange behavior isn't uncommon. Whether the man was under the influence, dealing with mental health issues, or simply passing through, it was a situation best left alone. Despite it all, Luke slept better than expected, and woke up with a story to tell. While nothing dangerous happened that night, the eerie calm mixed with erratic shouting left its mark. And it begs the question, when you camp in plain sight, who's really watching whom? Stay tuned, because the most unexpected moments often come when you think you're safe. Window Camping, an Indian YouTuber known for sharing his camping adventures, set out on what was supposed to be a peaceful solo trip into a dense and rugged forest. As sunset approached, he pitched his tent and began to settle in for the night, unaware that something unusual was about to unfold. The area was remote, the silence heavy, and although he had started the journey alone, a growing sense of unease crept in as darkness fell.
आंखें दिख रही है आंखें हो ये सुना आपने कितनी भयंकर आवाज है वहां सामने लेपर्ड की आंखें दिख रही है ये देखिए हो ये देखो भाई सामने देखो दिख रही होगी आपको सामने वो देखिए वो जा रही आंखें कितनी भयंकर तरीके से गुर्रा है गाइस बिल्कुल देखिए देखिए इधर अपना कैंप है और देखिए
It began with faint rustling in the underbrush, low growls echoing through the trees. At first, he assumed it was just a passing animal, but the sounds grew louder and more deliberate. Something was nearby. He turned on his camera, trying to document what he was hearing and seeing through the tent's mesh window. The noises didn't stop. Instead, they escalated. Something, or multiple somethings, were circling.
कोई चीज है हो अभी मुझे थोड़ी देर पहले भी लगा कि किसी चीज ने टेंट हिलाया और देखिए टेंट हिलाया मैं सो गया था मुझे नींद आ गई और मुझे लगा जैसे किसी ने टेंट हिलाया हो और मैंने कैमरा चालू किया था और देखिए आपके सामने है ये सुनिए गाइस एक लेपर्ड की आवाज नहीं है एक लेपर्ड नहीं है देखिए दो लेपर्ड की आवाज गुराने की देखिए एक साथ दो लेपर्ड की हो गाइस ये एक लेपर्ड नहीं है तो ये तो 2 लेपर्ड के लगता है लेपर्ड का ग्रुप है पक्का तो उन लोगों
At one point, the tent seemed to shake slightly, as if brushed by something heavy. Looking through the darkness, he caught the gleam of eyes in the distance, 2 pairs. The realization hit hard. There weren't just animals nearby. There were leopards. Fearing that any sudden movement could provoke them, he chose to remain completely still. Running to his car wasn't an option. He was surrounded. The forest, once tranquil, now pulsed with danger. He stayed inside the tent all night, barely daring to breathe. Only when daylight broke and the growling stopped did he dare to move. The leopards had vanished. This terrifying encounter highlights the risk of solo camping in predator territory. The growls, the flicker of eyes, and the subtle movement of the tent all suggest that the leopards were not just passing by, they were investigating. Whether drawn by scent or curiosity, their presence served as a stark reminder that in the wild, humans are never truly alone. He left unharmed, but changed. And it raises the question, what if he hadn't stayed silent? What if one more noise had tipped the balance? In the wilderness, sometimes the only thing separating survival from tragedy is silence. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.